I wanted to work with a supplier partner I respect.
I wanted a partner who respected me.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.
Welcome to Roofing and Exteriors Influencer Series. I'm Associate Editor Anthony LoCicero. Throughout the series, we'll bring you video interviews filmed during the International Roofing Expo from thought leaders. On this episode, I'm speaking with Steve Little, head coach at K-Post Roofing and Waterproofing. Steve, thank you for joining us.
Anthony, thanks for having me.
You were doing talks about the apprenticeship.
Yes.
How will roofing apprenticeship program help combat the ongoing labor shortage?
Well, we have a terrible labor shortage going on in the construction industry. Some of it has just been a natural evolution of people leaving the industry. When we had COVID, there was a whole change of the workforce, and trying to bring people back is really hard. What we realized in the roofing side of the business is that the mechanical contractors, the electrical contractors, and the plumbing contractors, as well as the HVAC contractors, all have apprenticeship programs that are in place. It helps take the student either from high school or college or the trade schools and gives them a trade to be able to go to the market. Some folks just don't have the skill set or the desire to go to college and get college credits, nor do they have the financial resources to be able to do it. But roofing never had an apprenticeship program. We really never had a great reputation, and somebody that has helped fix that, Reed Ribble, came on board as the CEO of the NRCA, and he said, stop. We need to be proud of what we do. We bring shelter to people, food, water, and shelter, and the roofing industry is a fantastic industry. So we have to figure out a way to fulfill our workforce development problem. So we got together with the NRCA, the NCCER, which is a governing body for curriculum to the trade industry, and ABC, which is a 30,000 member association in the construction industry, and have developed a apprenticeship program, 2-year apprenticeship program for roofing. Now, it's going to help us because it's going to give people a stable trade to be able to bank on, to be able to go forward, and to have a career. The career in roofing is a fantastic career. At K-Post Company, we have about 400 folks, and our laborers are making $15 an hour. We have foremen that are making $35 an hour. We have superintendents that are making $45 an hour. We have estimators and project managers and officers in our company that are 6-figure employees. But we need to be able to refill these folks as they transition out of our industry.
And it's good you're able to find the solution with the apprenticeship program.
Yeah, we think it's one of the solutions. We're fortunate we incubated the first class at CEF, Construction Education Foundation, which is an arm of ABC in Dallas. The beta program started in September. The first courses that they did were based on core construction. So safety, tools, blueprints, working a job site, getting badged. I mean, all this stuff that all of us take for granted in the construction industry, but somebody coming out of a trade school or somebody coming out of either college or high school, they have no idea. So we're giving them a format, Anthony, to be able to do that.
That's great. So now bringing people into the workforce with clear options.
I think they have options. I think they have directions. I think all of us are looking for a path. Whatever job we take, we come out of college and we have college credits, or we go to work in our first job, and they put us in to work, and they give us a path. Do this job, and you'll be able to go to the next job. So now what we're able to do is we're able to create career ladders, and this apprenticeship program is the start. Once they get the apprenticeship program, then they have the opportunity to move to pro certification, which is another NRCA initiative that will help professionalize our industry, and we truly need that professionalism in place. And so the NRCA has done a great job of not making it a crew certification, but making it an individual certification so that person can take what they learned in apprenticeship, then they had a tenured career, and then they come back and get pro certified, and now you have a true roofing professional in the market.
We talked about the apprenticeship and getting people into the workforce. Now we'll talk about keys to establishing leadership at a roofing company.
Well, I'll tell you, first having a career path really helps. But in today's workforce, it's like in a buyer-seller's market. this is definitely a buyer's market. It's definitely an employee market. And so it's you have to have great leadership that people want to follow. Our company, K Post Company, we have a football analogy type program. I'm the head coach. We have an offense, which is our sales and our estimating, a defense, which is our project manager and the project management team and the construction team. And then we have special teams, which is all the acronyms, HR, AP, AR, that whole group, and campus to do it. And in each of those areas, like on a football team, you have to establish position coaches. And so the position coach has to understand the emotional intelligence of the employee, not just the financial desires, but they have to understand the career path and what makes that employee tick. If you can grow leaders to be able to do that, you can have a very sustainable company. If people are coming to work just because of pay, it's a very short-term plan, and it won't work. You won't win Super Bowls if you don't have a good plan.
No, I love the football analogy too. That's a great way to
It makes
look
it
at
fun.
It does. So, in leadership and then building up the employees and everything, how can roofing contractors implement the entrepreneurial operating system into its approach?
Well, it's interesting you mentioned EOS because we followed the Gino Wickman book, Traction. And I think in any of our lives, whether it's in sports and football, or it's in your church, or it's with your family, or even in your career, you're always looking for traction. But to have traction, you have to have a game plan, you have to have a blueprint to be able to work it. So with my partner and I, Keith Post is a baby boomer, I'm a baby boomer, Jane Williams, our CFO, she's a baby boomer, and the three of us started K Post Company. And we realized that in today's workforce, that you can't think like a baby boomer. We all got our careers and our identities from our work. It's not what today's workforce is about. The Gen X and Gen Y changed that. The millennials came along, and now the connectors with all the phones, and they come into a room and they text each other that they're there. So we had to have some kind of format, some kind of path to work. So we're following the Traction, Gino Wickman's book Traction, Entrepreneurial Operating System, and it gave us a common language for all of us to talk about. In every meeting, we start a meeting by sharing the best and best. What's our best personal and what's our best business for the day? And it makes everybody stop and give an insight to what's going on. And if people care about people, you can grow sustainability. And then after that, you just build from there. You have to-dos, you have rocks, you have quarterly goals that you work from. And then ultimately, it's if you achieve the plan. Do you get to the Super Bowl? And how do you win that Super Bowl, build a team so you can come back next year and do it all over again?
It's tremendous insight, and loving the football analogy. Thank you for joining us.
Anthony, thanks for having me.
We needed a partner with employees who care as much as we do.
I wanted a partner that would help me grow my business.
SRS Distribution delivers more than building products. SRS delivers customer success.